The Lagos State Education District 1 has organized the Young Uplifters Club Leadership Camp 2025. The event was organized in collaboration with the African Women Lawyers Association of Nigeria. The event seeks to raise dynamic leaders in an ever-changing world.
It's with great joy and pride that I welcome you to this Young Uplifters Leadership Camp 2025, a transformative 4-day program designed to nurture the next generation of dynamic leaders in an ever-changing world. This camp is not just an event, it's a movement, a vision to raise students who are not only excellent in academics, but also grounded in values, integrity, and responsibility.
Guest speakers at the 2-day event sensitize the students on issues of education, technology, domestic violence and sexual abuse, public speaking, mental health, dealing with peer pressure, and soft skills development.
You must be disciplined. A life that is not disciplined is a wasted life. Discipline starts from me, and it starts from you. Please key into discipline. When you are disciplined, initially it may be tough, but as you are being disciplined, your life is getting easier, things are organized, and you are enjoying life. Then, hard work does not kill. You must be hardworking. You must be hardworking. There's no room for laziness when you are going to be a leader.
I became Miss Nigeria like 2 years after I started practicing law. So when I said I wanted to apply, it seemed far-fetched. People were confused. But the thing is, I knew what I wanted to be. I knew I could be more, and I had a dream. And that is what I am saying. You can do anything that you want to do as long as you have a dream and you believe in your dream. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody. Let me tell you something. When you get to where you're going to, everybody will fall in line and they'll start cheering for you.
I have a lot of slides on public speaking, but I have to look at, who are my audience? They are going to be children. They are going to be teenagers. So, of course, I have to put it in such a way that you will understand. Such a way that it will be simple English for you. You need to be able to know your audience, including who they are and what their interests are. So you need to do that. You should also define the purpose. What do you want your audience to know? So you need to define the purpose. What do you want your audience to know? If they give you a topic that you are familiar with, you need to be able to go back to the drawing board and know what you want to achieve. What do you want them to go away with?
The fact that you're on the digital highway means the responsibility is with you. Think before you click. There's a lot of bad on the internet. There are a lot of hackers, there's a lot of fraud. In fact, people will tell you that if you look at the internet nowadays, probably 60% of it is people trying to defraud you. So think before you click. If you don't know who sent you something, think about it before you click on it. It could be very dangerous. There are a number of things. There's data protection. Let's say you're using your school's network and you click on a link. You could be inviting a virus into the school system. You could be opening up a window for hackers to come in and seize people's personal information. There's many, many things you could do by just clicking on a link without thinking about it.
The program is expected to help these students learn, grow, and lead.
It's an opportunity to build relationships, bond, and also begin to prepare for a future that is limitless. You don't know who will be who, and you also don't know what you eventually would be. So by the time you have this kind of foundation, it's solid enough to take any level of relationship and also to make you a better human. That was what usually happens in the past when we go on camps, either as members of the brigade, Boy Scout, Girl Guide, where we get exposure, we get orientation, we are exposed to physical training, fitness, and all sorts. So it's not about the four walls of the classroom alone that you learn. You also learn when you have this kind of convergence.
So we're here to teach the kids about career awareness. Why we are so focused on this aspect of life is because we've seen that there's a tendency at this point in time for the kids to be thrown off by the rates of fraud and Yahoo as we call it. And it's a big deal. There are actually schools of Yahoo, and really nobody's trying to address it from the other side to show the children that there's ethical ways of making money. And right now, the pathways for making money there are tens of thousands of them. Right? They don't know about it. So we've taken it as a task. The organization has taken it as a task to show them, to teach them the different pathways there are available to make legit money. So that's really why we're here.
It's a beautiful thing to see us identify children with talents and areas of expertise and try to mold them and build them to become the leaders that Lagos State and the world is waiting for. So it's an opportunity and a privilege that we at LIRS are a part of this initiative. That beyond generating revenue, we are also very concerned and interested in the lives of these young ones and to celebrate with them and to be a part of their success story.
We couldn't have all the students here. We have 100 schools in Education District 1. So we picked two students from each school. So just 200 people cannot. So then we go back to school after this camp and cascade to other students all that they have gained there so that they all can be on the path of excellence.
The students share some of the lessons learned at the program.
We should be disciplined, we should be hardworking, we should be consistent, and we should be knowledgeable. Also, I learned about mental health, which is the PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, that we should have a very good time sleep. That most people that are outside there that are mentally ill. It's not mostly because they took something that is actually affecting them, but sometimes it's because of the too much stress we undergo.
I've learned a lot of lessons, like who is a leader. Now I can see leader in me. I'm ready to uplift myself and to be a leader. And I also learned that a leader is a person who uplifts others. So now I'm ready. I know that if I go back to my school, I can uplift others too.
The Lagos Education District 1 was commended for its giant strides in the education sector.